Hey family, how you doing? So in this video right now, I'm going to explain to you guys what the simple meaning behind a trust. Well, a trust is no different from an LLC, a S corp, or C corp. Pretty much, it is an entity that is operating for you, but you are not utilizing yourself like your name personally through any transaction. So when you're dealing with a trust, it's the same way you would deal with an LLC. It's in the name of an entity or something that you establish. And anything you put in the trust, you are utilizing the name of that entity in which you use. So say for instance, my business name is Mega Shipping Trade, right? That's an entity. My trust name is Secure Equity Estates. That is my trust name, right? Both of them are entities and both of them comes with an employer identification number, right? So since both come with an employer identification number, that is what I mean by the trust. Because anything that when you're dealing with trust, you put it under your name. So for instance, the title to your car, it can go under your trust name. So that means you put it in your trust. So if you got a corporation that you own, you don't put yourself as the owner, you can put your trust name as the owner. So a lot of people are not giving nobody the simple terms and what a trust actually means, right? A trust means that you using a separate entity that you established that has a different name inside of anything you own. You place it inside of that name and you calling it that you put it in your trust. You're not like you grabbing a big physical house and putting it inside of something. Only thing that's inside your trust is really the name of the trust. So your trust is the name, right? So the name that you set up as far as like a different entity, that's what you're using. So anything else as far as like you got to build the trust, you got to redeem money from the trust, whatever you put in the trust is the trust. So you get a Bank of America account and you put $40 in there, that's $40 in your trust. Not a secret trust that comes from something else out of the sky or from the moon. It's just a trust like an entity, just like any other entity that you make up. So if you want a corporation, that's an entity and it has a different name. You set up a trust, that's an entity and it have a different name. And whatever you put that name under, that's the entity owns it. So you don't want to own nothing. You want to control everything, right? So that's what a trust means in simple terms.